Well, guess I'm not working on the car today. What's up guys, I'm the Viking, welcome back to the channel, unless of course you're new here, in which case, hello, and we are less than 2 weeks into 2021, and it's already being just as crazy as 2020 ever was. Here in the UK, we've got record numbers of COVID deaths and COVID cases coming out every single day, all because our Prime Minister chose not to lock down over Christmas, and that has made everything worse and made the infection rate go through the roof. And in addition to that, we have chaos surrounding Brexit. For those of you who have been living in a cave for the last 4 years, essentially what's happened is the UK left the European Union at midnight on the 1st of January, meaning that we're no longer part of the world's biggest free trade organisation as well as free movement organisation, meaning that there's a load more red tape that companies have to go through to both import and export products to and from the UK. And because the deal wasn't struck until the 11th hour, none of the businesses really know what they're supposed to do yet, which means that a lot of stuff is getting stuck at the ports, which is great. It's not causing any problems whatsoever and couldn't possibly cause any problems in the future. But as with every issue here in the UK, when things go wrong for us, America says, hold my beer, and oh my god, we thought things were crazy before. President of the United States of America, Donald Trump, went online the other day and decided it would be a great idea to essentially incite domestic terrorism. He incited a group of his supporters at the Capitol building to storm the building, break their way in, and essentially hold the people inside hostage. And that is an act of domestic terrorism, and it has been lauded so by pretty much every news media outlet. And because of this incitement, he got himself banned off his main form of social media, Twitter. And Twitter basically told him that if he got rid of his old tweets that were inciting this violence, they would lift the ban after 24 hours and nothing would happen. But instead of doing that, like any normal human being would have done, he went across to the United States of America official presidential Twitter page and started posting there instead. So what Twitter did was they banned him for life, and they deleted all his followers and all his tweets off the official presidential Twitter page, which was great because that opened the floodgates, and oh my goodness did they open. Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, Spotify, YouTube, even PayPal has banned the sale of Make America Great merchandise if the money is going directly to Donald Trump. The president of the biggest capitalist nation on the planet has been banned from capitalism by PayPal. How amazing is that? And now a lot of politicians are trying to get the vice president to enact the 25th Amendment to the United States Constitution, which essentially will take Trump out of power. Now, Mike Pence, as much as he's trying to distance himself from Trump at the moment, isn't going to do that. So instead, what a lot of politicians are doing at the moment are pushing for impeachment. And at this point, impeachment would be the better option, because if it's successful and he was charged, then he wouldn't be allowed to run for president again, which means he couldn't run in 2024 or ever again at all, ever. Which is great because he's a fascist, and fascists don't deserve to be in power. And now even his own people are calling him a fascist. Even they are admitting that they got it wrong, he shouldn't be in power. The person who was shot and killed inside the Capitol building was lauded by a lot of mainstream media as a veteran, a former military service personnel, but they failed to put in the assault charges and the multiple restraining orders against that person, probably because she's white. And in addition to that, amongst all the arrests, the news came out that one of the people who had a medical emergency and died tasered himself in the testicles so much he had a heart attack and died. Someone else raged out so much they had a stroke. And the person who was trampled to death had a flag outside and was photographed with a flag that said, "Don't tread on me." Now, as much as we on the left bang on about police taking things too far and, you know, killing people when they shouldn't, we're still there with that. They shouldn't have killed anybody in there. But it is kind of entertaining to watch the right-wingers say, well, she didn't deserve to die, when they've been the ones who've been lauding the "don't break the laws and you won't get shot" to black people for the last several hundred years. And now that it's happening to white people, they're all over that shit. But why am I talking about this? Why am I talking about current events and things that are going on? Because it matters to me, and that's what I want to do this year with the channel. 2020 was a bit of a shit show. I had all these great ideas that I was going to do involving mental health and life experiences that I was going to make into short films, and because of lockdowns and because of being in and out of work, because of shutdowns and furlough and everything else, it didn't come to fruition. And now the mojo I had to do that has gone. And as much as I keep telling myself I want to make videos that are about building cars and building bikes and doing maintenance and stuff, I just don't have it in me to make those right now. So what I thought this year I would do is this. I would go on camera and talk about things that matter to me, things that I'm passionate about, whether that be mental health or bikes or politics or whatever. What I want to do this year is connect with people and talk to them about things that I care about and that I'm passionate about, and that's just going to come out as a stream of consciousness, hence the new banner that I put up that just says a stream of constant bullshit, because that's basically what these videos are going to be. They're going to be me talking to camera, maybe going out somewhere while I'm driving or while I'm riding, and just basically talking about things that I care about, things that I'm passionate about and that I think that you should be passionate about. And sometimes I might give advice, and sometimes I might give political opinions, and sometimes I might try to sway you, and sometimes I might just be doing this for my own mental health and therapy, because hooey, the mental health is beginning to decline. Things with work are becoming difficult. I got word the other day that I may not have a job anymore, which means that I won't have any money coming in. Luckily I do have a bit of savings, but not a huge amount. And I don't want to lose my job. I actually kind of like where I work. But the industry that I work in is struggling right now, and the higher-ups have decided that the way they're going to fix that issue is by axing a lot of the management teams. And I'm part of a management team, which means my job's at risk. So that's a thing. But on the bright side, I got a new hat. So that's where I'm at in the first 2 weeks of 2021. 2020 was a nightmare. 2021 is looking like it's going to be a nightmare. But for now, I've been the Biking Viking. As always, you have been awesome. Please keep yourself safe. Make sure you wash your hands. And I'll see you next time.